Good afternoon, Robert Scribbler filming from Jeanette's Pier, looking east at an outgoing tide and a strong rip current. I do keep saying rip tide. It is, the technical term is rip current, but with those tides heading out toward the 12:30 hour, heading toward a low tide at around 12:30 this afternoon. Right now the waves getting tamped down a bit by the outgoing tide, but overall we've got 2 to 3 foot with occasional 4 foot waves. Semi choppy conditions, but the conditions are starting to clean up here in Nag's Head with the occasional 4-footer. When the tide turns around, I expect the waves to be 2 to 4 feet for at least a little while, and then heading more consistently into the 2 to 3 foot range and clean by tomorrow morning. Weather conditions right now calming down, the winds calming down considerably. We're looking at wind speeds right now in the range of 5 to 10 miles per hour coming in from the northeast. Those are going to continue to calm down throughout the afternoon, and temperature is pretty cold here with air temperatures in the upper 40s, maybe the occasional reading at around 50. Now that's a basic overview of conditions for Nag's Head, and overall in the Outer Banks, wave heights in the range of 2 to 4 feet generally. Now let's look at some of the local observations provided by the wave monitors, the buoy data, and by the National Weather Service. And right now at Nag's Head, officially waves here in the range of 2 to 4 foot with some slightly choppy conditions. We're heading toward fair, still slightly choppy right now, and we've got an east-southeast swell at 3.5 foot and 10 seconds. Northeast winds coming in at around 10 miles per hour. Air temperatures 49 degrees. Ocean water temperatures between 55 and 58. We have a low tide on the east-facing beaches of the Outer Banks right now between 12 and 1 p.m. That low tide is occurring at the moment. Right now we're at the let's see, about the 12:15 spot in the time frame, and we're looking forward to a high tide at between 6 and 7 p.m. depending on your location in the Outer Banks. To our south in Rodanthe, we've got 3 to 4 foot waves and choppy conditions with a southeast swell coming in at around 4 foot and 9 seconds, so a bit heavier down there in Rodanthe. We've got northeasterly winds ranging from 10 to 15 miles per hour. Air temperatures 48 degrees, ocean water temperatures 58 degrees, and at Buxton we got 3 to 4 foot plus waves and semi-choppy conditions. Southeast swell at 4.3 foot and 9 seconds. Northeasterly winds at 12 to 16 miles per hour. Air temperatures 48, and ocean water temperatures a bit warmer down there in Buxton at 62. Last of all, for Frisco, we've got 3 foot plus waves and semi-clean conditions with a southeast swell coming in at 4.6 foot and 9 seconds. If you're looking for the cleanest conditions, they're likely to be found at Frisco over the next few days. All right, looking at our wave and weather forecast for the next couple of days. Right now for today, we've got a cool to cold high pressure system building in, calming conditions with northeasterly winds, basically an onshore flow. These winds falling off to around 5 to 8 miles per hour by afternoon, and clean to fair surf in the 2 to 4 foot range by this afternoon. We're heading in that direction right now. Highs between 47 and 50 degrees depending on where you are in the Outer Banks for this afternoon. And by tomorrow, calm and clean conditions are expected to extend through tomorrow morning with fair to clean 2 to 3 foot waves across the Outer Banks. By afternoon, northerly winds are expected to increase to 12 to 20 miles per hour, and that is expected to generate chop. Those northeasterly winds in the 12 to 20 mile per hour range are expected to last through the evening and into the night, but by morning on Thursday, once again, conditions are expected to calm, and we expect calmer, fairer to clean conditions by Thursday morning. And the highs for tomorrow a little bit warmer in the 51 to 53 degree range. All right, so thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report as we look off into the beautiful blue skies of the winter Outer Banks here. It is worth noting that there are still some surf sessions to be had. Did get into the water myself all by my lonesome, and managed to eke out a surf session number 249 for 2023, closing in on that 250 mark, well beyond my expected goal of 150. So fantastic surf here for me, and looks like we're going to get surf session 250 tomorrow. So stoked about that, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better surf session than today. Yeah, see, our tide is already turning a little bit, and we're getting a little bit better waves here with the turning tide. But I do want to, before I go, give a shout out to all the folks in Hawaii on Oahu's North Shore, participating in the Advanced Pipeline Masters, and doing all the wonderful things to promote our beautiful surf culture and the artistry and athleticism of surfing. My heart goes out to all you guys out there in the water for the Advanced Pipeline Masters surf competition. Looks like some better waves today. Hope you guys do get on the YouTubes and the interwebs and watch the amazing artistry of these fantastic surfers out there in Hawaii. Hawaii, of course, where the art of surfing began. Much love and respect to the culture of Hawaii, and much thanks for gifting the world with this wonderful sport that we all love and enjoy so much. It has enriched my life, certainly, and made me a better person, both physically and spiritually. So thanks to you all once again. Love to you. And as a part of paying that love forward, I'd like to ask you guys just to please do everything you can to protect our beautiful coastlines, both in Oahu and around the world, and here in the Outer Banks, from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning. Those impacts driving rising sea levels that threaten all our coastlines, more intense storms that produce more danger and risk to all of us, and crazy weather like we have recently seen around the world due to the heating of the globe. And then on top of all that, the ocean heat waves and the ocean acidification that threaten so many of our beautiful coral reefs. We do have solutions to the climate crisis. They come in the form of all of the various clean energy solutions: wind, water, solar, electric vehicles, and all the other forms of clean energy that so many of our good scientists and engineers are doing the research on right now. So I'd just like to ask you guys to help do everything you can to pitch in to speed the mass deployment of clean energy, to save all those things that we love and cherish so much. I know we can do it. Let's keep a positive attitude. Let's keep our heads up. Let's look forward to the future and confront the threats that are before us in a measured, focused, and responsible and deliberate manner. So once again, love to you all, and thank you for joining me for this session of the OBX Wave Report. I will be back with you shortly.